4 years ago, I was diagnosed with a very aggressive stage 4 lymphoma cancer. I was blessed to come here to MD Anderson. And at MD Anderson, I had a journey I never expected. I was very, very sick. But you know what? God came closer to me because I relied on God. And every day was like, let's make a deal. God, if you got to take me, take me. But God, I'd like to live. And through that sickness, He started working on my heart. And in my heart, He was teaching me more about patience, the preciousness of life, how each day meant so much when I woke up. And most of all, He was teaching me love. And I began to see people through God's eyes, not my eyes, and how He loves everybody. And then I realized how much better He made me through this, and how He is preparing me for my next journey. And who would know it would be the journey on Master's Road. So you know what I say? I say, cancer, MD Anderson, today I journey on.
Hey, church family. My name's Curtis. I've been going to the church on Masters Road for about 14 months. Jason asked us to make a video of something that we've journeyed on from. So something immediately came to mind, and that was that I've journeyed on from drinking. Drinking was always a part of my life, and it was always a wedge between me and the Lord. I lived 95% for Him, but always had this like side thing that was keeping me from a closeness with Him that I've always longed for. I would go to pray, and I'd want to ask for forgiveness, but I couldn't because it wasn't something that I was ready for, and not something that I was willing to give up, which is crazy now that I think about it, because He gives me so much. But through Jason's teachings and through the relationships I've had with people through the church in this, last year, I've been able to give that up completely, and it feels wonderful, and it's allowed me to get this closeness with the Lord that I've been longing for so long. And while I hope to never feel close enough to Him so that I'm always seeking after Him, I feel one step closer. So I'm thankful for that, and I just want to say that I journey on.
Hello, church family. I'm Jerome Moorhead, and I'm currently standing in front of a place that used to be Pinche's Bar and Grill. I spent many hours here just drinking it up, partying. There's times where I went Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night with my friends, and we just here drink beer, take shots, drink alcohol, and just spend countless hours here, just basically looking back now, wasting my time, wasting my money, just participating in acts that I should never be participating in, and looking back now, I thought at that time that this was just living life and having fun, with just so much regret from that time. And since then, I've been sober for about 3 years. My walk to sobriety, I couldn't have done it without God, without my church family, without my beautiful wife who stayed by my side throughout the good and the bad. And I just want to say at this time, Pinches, I have journeyed on.
Hi, I'm Ronnie White. I've been through a lot of journeys in my life, but right now I'm going through a real doozy. In early January, I had a total knee replacement, and from what people said, usually it was very successful, but I had to do the physical therapy. It's been a pretty rough few weeks, but about 3 days after I got home from the hospital, I was taken back in because of violent reactions to the drugs, plus they thought that I had an infection. So, but with the amount of drugs that they gave me, I think they thought that I was an elephant or something because it was just massive. But I reacted to the drugs, and so therefore they gave me more drugs to counter those reactions. Anyway, during this whole journey, I became a lot closer to the Lord because I had more time to read my Bible and I had more time to pray. Well, one day right after I prayed, I was reading my Bible and this verse popped up out of nowhere. And it was in Proverbs 3, 7, and 8. It says, "Don't be impressed with your own wisdom. Instead, fear the Lord and turn away from evil. Then you will have healing for your body and strength for your bones." Well, bam, I guess I got my answer there. I miss serving tremendously, so I feel like I'm missing half my life because I'm not able to serve. But I have to listen and I have to let Him lead me wherever I need to go.
Hey church, this is Brad Yarbrough. I'm coming to you guys here from our new house. I wanted to talk to you guys today about my journey. My journey has been really tough these last 2 years. I went through a very hard divorce and went to my dad and just said, "Dad, I'm struggling. I need some help." And he said, "Well, I have someone just for you." And he had me meet Jason at Starbucks. And as soon as Jason and I met, we just hit it off like Thelma and Louise. It was just amazing. It was exactly what I needed. I'd always been a believer. I just never practiced. So Jason helped show me how I could practice and how I could turn my situation around and put my faith in God, and through my journey be able to overcome my challenges. Now, I still had trials and tribulations thereafter, and still dealing with those. But in the meantime, I've met my fiance, soon to be my wife. We just bought this house, and I'm actually moving today, and I'm journeying on.
Hey church, this is Stefan. And, one of the things I love is just getting outside and playing football or throwing the baseball or shooting some hoops, playing some basketball, and also really enjoy coaching youth sports. But with that also comes a fear of something getting in the way or just the inability to do that one day. And recently, playing softball, I broke my leg. And when it happened, that fear rose back up inside of me. Not knowing how I was going to recover, not knowing if one day maybe I won't be able to do those things anymore. But shortly after, God spoke to Nancy and I both, and He just confirmed that all things work together for good for those who love Him. All things, even in this situation, it's going to work for the good, and He just gave us a peace about that. So during this time of recovery, we're not just excited about getting through it, but we're more excited about going through the journey. So church, I journey on because the journey is on.